tó tún ìtú mẹ́rin ó ti jẹ́ pẹ́pẹ́ kí ìfẹ́ mẹ́rin.
DJ, bring out the music. DJ, bring out the music. Before you go, and when we go to this election, 25. Now when we go to the election, 25. When we do the election, 25. When we do the election, 25. Who not go vote for? Who not go? I'm gonna do quick. Tell the people. All right, men, we're gonna go ahead this time. Government too. All right, in no time from now, ladies and gentlemen, Ajia will be talking and she will be addressing all of us. Yes. And I will want you all, together with me, I have DJ Max and I have DJ MJ and I have a lot of entertainers in the house today. Listen. We are telling you one thing. One thing is for sure. Peter Obi for president. Yes, sir. Can you go? Peter Obi for president. 2023. Yes, sir. Sabino. I be the first way Sabino. Yes, sir. Follow Gregory Obi, the teacher I want Reverend Father I want come. Oh, when I say Peter Obi, everybody know. Peter Obi. Assalamu alaikum. Sunana Moses Sawa Awacha. Na zo in gabatar muku da shirin na yau. Ya zo kuma in gaya muku wai Peter Obi shi za mu dagwalawa. A wannan watan za mu dagwalawa waye. Shi muke so. Za mu dagwalawa waye. Yawa Allah ya shirya mu. To yanzu ba tare da bata lokaci ba muna da wata babban baki nan gidan yau. Mr. Dr. Tanko Yunusa ya gamu magana kuma ya fita. Kuma yanzu muna da hajiya ba zan ce ba sunanta ba zan ta fito da giya mana magana. Kuma ita tana da vibration, ita tana da danta, ita tana da swagger, ita kuma tana da vibration. Right now I'm going to hand you back over to DJ MJ. Yes, sir. DJ MJ, are you ready? Let's go. All right, music.
She knows how your father. I got that one. Also, I'm going to she do that body, she do that body.
More crowd has come and they have left because they see the thing that there is always come for you, sir, and will come. They never know how to come to. And more crowd are still inside to pray and go, doing campaign and rally for us. So right now, I will want our members of high table to all sit down. As they sit down, I am going to be introducing them one before the other to the high table, and then when they sit, we are going to have them speak, starting from the coordinator, and then we are going straight up to have Aisha to speak for us. So right now, please. All right, DJ, please music, please. DJ, please music. I would like to call on Mr. Amadi to take the front seat. Please, ladies and gentlemen, one of the greatest coordinator, one of the ginger man, the man want to sit down one place. The man want to say, you don't miss me for my radio station. Tell me, say, I want you here. He beat me. I be obedient to, but you know, so we were there radio. That's the very one. Mr. Amadi, because this on cuisine, I need you there. Please, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Honorable Amadi. LP.
Well, whatever. LP.
Please, ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for one of our great mobilizer, Mr. Jikwoyi of Koil. Please, let's put our hands together for him. LP. Put your hands together for him, please. I don't know how to speak Chinese. Alright, right now, without wasting our time, the big power that we get here, I will not say English and Hausa in order to promote and deliver. Alright, the big visitor, what will they wait for? Mr. Dr. Jikwoyi. In case you don't know, he was here. He was here. And he has said, so many crowds don't go because they were thinking that we don't finish. would like to introduce one of the gingery women. I'm not going to start that for now because there's a difference between Batuya and Batuya. Batuya is the husband, Batuya is the wife. I am not even going to introduce her. I am not going to call her name. I am going to hand over to my chairman. He is going to call her name and introduce her to sit. She don't want to sit behind, she's going to sit in front. He's going to introduce her to sit in front. And in case you don't know how she has everybody here have peace. Nobody when they shout Sekai, everybody here have peace. And this honorable has mobilized people to get PVC for people. By force, by fire. This man, now all of us will bless you. I hope that you are doing what is okay. He don't mobilize people. I say he can stop the situation of Musi. You have to be here. I ain't having him here. Right now, I'm going to let him to introduce one of our biggest visitors so that she will sit and he's going to recognize some of the people that are around here. And by God's grace, he's going to even introduce her to continue with the speech. Let's put our hands together for him, please. Aisha Yesufu. Ladies and gentlemen, please sit down. Hajia said she was, is a past participant of this. She said she's going to sit where she wants to sit. Now, there is a woman that sang for Obi. She is going to come immediately after she finished her song. I gave her just 3 minutes. Immediately she's gone. Our chairman is still coming to introduce her to come and just talk to the few people we have here. We were delaying because we feel the other guys that went out for mobilization to campaign will come and join us, but they feel that Mr. Tanko have spoken and they have left. So right now, ladies and gentlemen, she's no other person but thank God I don't forget your name, but you go to introduce yourself. Put your hands together for her. Please, let's clap for her. DJ.
Oh Nigeria, Lord of answer prayer. We the business has prayed the Lord of answer prayers. Oh Nigeria, Lord of answer prayer. You are giving us a man that we lead us aright. Oh Nigeria, Lord of answer prayer. It will be like a man who will lead us aright. Let us go in mass and support what God has done. God has blessed us with natural resources. Our resources no dey want because we don't get good leader. It will be like a man who will make us successful. Every state in Nigeria has their natural resources. Even Jigawa, Kebbi State and Taraba. God has blessed us with a lot of resources. Victory has told us it's coming from production. If we dey productive, everybody will be employed. Youth no get work, and now women will get work. If that people go there, still it no go dey. If we vote for the Labour Party, we are them the wrong. Mama, with their pikin, but them people vote. Nigeria people, them are the vice. Don't say your vote because of money. If you say your vote for some more money, where they go give you na your plate money. Where you to get if you dey work. If people win, na him dey giving the money where your children go get in their future, na him dey sell. As in there my son, this money in your phone. Play it everywhere to anyone you see. Let them know why they go vote for me. Let us favor and take our country. Nigeria now go, na for me and you. God will help you. You go win the election. I'm the woman of God. I have prayed for you, but it answer my prayer. Don't disappoint us as we go vote for you. Because you go win them, you go win them, you go win them, but I mean, everyone, so ready, Mako Shawara, Aisha Yesufu, the coaching Sunday, Tasu Samega, Amasamaji, Ukmana Kida, Suji Maga, Ine Magaji, Mazabeni, Domadini Kudaya, Kireka Yeda, Uni Marega, Adini Kudaya, Again Adini, Kireka Yeda, Shekarupaya, Nazabesi, Again Adini, Baya Siasa, Baya Zate, Sasmi Bazatiki, Alkorisu, Sasu Jingaba, Ona de Tiki, India Siki Kasa, Isaya Bamu, and Kasa Changwa, Paso da Pani, Sabo de Muzandi, de Mukai, Ashekarubaya, Amala Bamu, Modest Sasu Aiki, India Siki Kasa Muya Para Aiki, Mosamu Aiki, Izamu Yaiki, Ikaya Mana, the Asinamu, Nakasa Nigeria, Chize, Aiki, Chini Aziki Kasa.
Yes, she has spoken English, she has spoken Hausa, she spoke Igbo. The only thing she did not speak is Chinese. Let's put our hands together for her, please. All right. Moving up next to the next level. I will introduce our chairman to bring out the wonderful second guest we have here today. Ladies and gentlemen, no too much talk. Our chairman will introduce the next person who will come here today. Hello. I want to introduce our guest to talk to us. We know you have question and answer session. Hello. One of us around now is Professor. Professor Jikwoyi. Please, ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for Professor Jikwoyi. Now, may I respectfully, honorably, humbly, peacefully invite our guests to talk to us, because so many things have been in our mind. People say, nah, electronic voting, say, nah, no newspaper, nah, machine. Electricity voting. We will touch our hand for the machine. Some people say, even if you don't get PVC, as long as you don't register, you don't get PVC, you can vote. Some people say, when you vote finish, they go counter here, carry and go for guideline copies. And so many people get confused. We want to hear from the horse's mouth, those who have already digested the new electoral act. When they come to us, these people who is here, they all get PVC. They all get their PVC. They are from different units. Because our slogan here, we say, Operation Deliver Your Unit. And this that's why you see, Abuja Ponolo, Nigeria Nolo say, Abuja on this side. Over 3 million people are living here. If you enter this village, this side, there is phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4. Jikwoyi alone. Then you have Kurudu, Oroso, Karisi. When you enter Maraba, that place is a battalion. That side is a nation. Star and sea of people. Sand of people. You enter Asopada, Garo, well, phase 1, federal housing, and so on and so forth. This place is the heart. So any message you drop here today will enter into the hinterland. Everybody. The letter where we write to all the churches where they for this area, and there is no church that God has represented. Some people get, you know, the time where we put at 3 o'clock, that could come and can see kind of people. I'm going to see kind of people. Don't begin to today. I will give our leader, say, just share. I will see our leader with people. We start from. All right, our chairman is still talking. Yes. So, I think our president finish. You will share this to everybody here. Yeah. So, I like to thank the hospital, all of them. Hospital, so many people come to say, okay, so come. I think they say, man, wait. Somebody will come. My spirit they tell me, say, because this woman, I don't say anything right for them. Anything right for them, people will be. They switch up for Belen. Anything right for them, good Nigeria, they switch up for Belen. Anything good, they switch up for Belen. I said, this woman, I think they say, he get creativity. One house, please, one house. Yes. This woman tell me, say, creativity is there for you here today. He get creativity for her. And say, no know how to do. And not better. He's a guy. Because he is with me. See what this God will do. What I will pick up. So my spirit, this woman will not good. Not good. He will come. And surprisingly, it be a God show on. God tell me something that day. I said, no, you're not. I said, I can go check. I said, guys, now we spin around back. I said, when I come back, the big of praise is there. No other person.
Running to be president through him. People are doing so much in their capacity. They are coming together. They are building community. And at the end of the day, go shock them. We go shock them. This is how they do anyhow. But you know the most beautiful thing about this all is the fact that all of a sudden, people who have been arrogant for 7 years, people who refuse to speak to the people for 7 years plus, who insulted the people, who told the people that the people were nothing. Right now, they are all over the media space. They are talking about people. I remember a presidential candidate who said when they mentioned Peter Obi's name, he said, no, don't mention that thing. They actually didn't put it that it's a disgrace for Peter Obi's name to be mentioned. Now that the person they say, Obi. Now, all of a sudden, you know, if you talk one sentence, you don't call Peter Obi's name. That's the thing that they don't realize. That indeed Nigerians have woken up. And Nigerians have realized their power, and that they know they have a power and they can use it. And we have our PVC. PVC is the new placard. So for them to just say, you know, initially, like that song says, they didn't see him coming. So they did say, they don't see a finish, they don't do anyhow. Now they're going to do themselves. They don't see say no sense. Now everybody eye don't shine. We dey wait for them that day. And they take siren. You know when they travel, they go take their car, they go blow sasa for us. Now we go blow sasa for their eye. 25th of February. That day, hey. We don't go anywhere. We don't go anywhere. We don't go anywhere. We just start for police. That police unit to go to that day. Now here we go. And this early so now police. I should say police unit. They food here. They plenty. We will carry our food come. We will carry water come. We will carry blanket come. Mattress myself. We will carry our come. If you tire small, you go like dance. We don't go anywhere. We go vote. We will check those votes. They go count down. They go send down. We go know say na wetin we vote. Now they send. And you know what? Just waiting. Na mama, papa, pikin. Mama, papa, pikin. You know what I want to tell you? No say after when you dey talk say Labour Party. People they say mama, papa, pikin. You dey try tell them say na forward. Drop that forward there. For now. We go pack up for one side. The only thing wey we know na mama, papa, pikin. The only thing wey dey talk. Mama, papa, pikin. If you dey go person ask you question, I say, hey, wetin be your name? You go first say mama, papa, pikin. You go come say Aisha. because go first say mama, papa, pikin. Because anywhere where we say mama dey important, papa dey important, pikin dey important, everybody go dey important now. For this Naija, we don't vote different things. Don't vote different things. Umbrella of the voter, illeak carry wahala put for people head. We don't tire. You know say the people come tire, they come dey cry that time. They come say okay, make they carry broom come. You know say broom sabi sweep, you go na poverty, wahala, na killing, na broom sweep come. Now we go say we no dey do anyhow thing again. We want two people. We want two human beings. So now na mama, papa, pikin. Wetin that one mean say you dey vote for yourself?
Yes, sir.
No be other things you dey na yourself, na human being like you. Na you dey vote for.
No be good.
This mama, papa, pikin na three they dey look you when you carry your ballot paper so. You go look the one wey be say it dey look you.
Yes, sir.
You go just vote. Those of una welcome, una welcome.
Una welcome, sir. No this one.
And you see children, they are very important too. Make them get the message. Because now the children go disturb their mama and papa. The vote what we dey do now, not be for only ourselves. Some of us we don dey reach 50 years.
Yes, sir.
We don dey pass 50. Our own time don dey pass.
Yes, sir.
How many years now we suppose don dey look for NAFDAC number? Because by the time we don dey reach 50, we don dey expire small.
Yes, sir.
They give you number when you see stay. But you see these small children, now their future.
Yes, sir.
And the way it is right now, their future is being stolen.
Yes, sir.
With all the monies that are being borrowed, with all the insecurity, you don't even understand physically, emotionally, psychologically how our children are being damaged. We grew up in a society where you weren't thinking about somebody killing you just because you traveled on the road. You weren't thinking about somebody abducting you from your school. You had a fun life, but we've denied our children that, and we need to do something about it. And so that's very important. So that's just for me to add and say to every one of us, a new Nigeria is possible. A new Nigeria is what?
Possible.
We, the people of Nigeria, we are the ones with the power.
Yes, sir.
Stephen Biko said something, that the greatest weapon of the oppressor is the mind of the oppressed.
Yes.
If you are able to take away the mind of people, you own their mind, then that means you can control them. You can tell them anything, and they will believe you. But today, we are happy to see that Nigerians, they have emancipated themselves. They are all in their minds. You know what when they tell us before say votes don't count? Who remember when they used to say that?
Me
They just say votes don't count. Are they saying it again anymore?
No.
You know that thing, that was a lie they sold to Nigeria, and a lot of people believe them. And we used to say that time, if votes don't count, why are they buying votes? Why are they buying the votes?
Why are they buying it?
But you see what they did then? When they say votes don't count, many people will say they no go vote. And then the people when they feel buy their vote, now they will come go vote, they will come buy it. But right now, people are saying no. We have to participate in the electoral process, and that's what you're doing right now. Community coming together like this. And thank you so much. Like you spoke earlier today, and you were so passionate about the fact that I need to be here. I'm like, okay, I have meetings already arranged. I didn't get to hear this on time. But you see, that passion is what every one of us here can replicate. It doesn't matter. There's one thing that Peter Obi always says. He said, if now two people get there, we go talk to them. Peter Obi go tell you, say, even if he say, Aisha, is it this business? Now market we dey sell. Now job we dey look for. Anywhere where they call interview, we go go. Some people say, you are not tired. You people are just here. You will just here. You will do two cities in 1 day, 3 cities.
Too much energy.
You say person where they look for job, no dey tired.
No dey tired.
And there's one thing you say, now that be the employers, now one employer.
Yes, sir.
Anywhere where you gotta say, may you come back, you don't take it. And so every one of us, we can also replicate that. It can be just you calling together, maybe in your house, your neighbors, on a Sunday, on a Saturday, or in the evenings. You just say, oh, let's just sit down and buy some Coke and do, or let's just even gist. But in the process of gisting, you are telling them about Mama, Papa, Pikin, Shikina. Nothing better to have. No, you know the clap where we dey look for. We no dey look for clap, but now vote we dey look for. Go put am for where e suppose dey. So that's what is most important. And every one of us, we are all important. We are all important in this Nigeria. I will always say something. No Nigerian is more Nigerian than any Nigerian. Whether you are the child of the president, or the child of a cobbler, or the child of a policeman, a woman, the child of a trader, we are all Nigerian, and the state's resources must be deployed equally to everyone. A situation where some people, because they have access to power or connection, have certain things more than the other, that's not the way a nation is built. And one thing you always know with Peter Obi is the fact that he's someone who has lived those principles. He will say to you, even when he was in government, when he was a governor, his wife didn't do first lady because in fact she wasn't voted for. It's not in the constitution. Why are you spending billions of naira just to keep an office of the first lady when those monies can be used to build schools? His children, like he always says, it's not like some people who gave their children lands and gave their children. Nasir El-Rufai today is talking, even as a minister, he gave his children. His children have lands in, what do you call this, the Asokore and all of that. You understand? That in itself is corruption, because when you are in power, and then because of the power you have, you bring up undue advantage for your children. That's also corruption. Peter Obi always says that the greatest form of corruption is actually nepotism. It's not even you stealing money, where you see somebody not be saying no anything, but because now you born now, or you know something, you go put am for where you no supposed to be, or you go carry something wey go be your own, and you will give that person. All those things are corruption. And one of the things that Peter Obi has always consistently said is the fact that if anybody fit go Anambra State, say make dem see where he collect land, or him wife collect land, or him children, whether directly or indirectly, say make dem go check, he go stop campaign. You know say he no dey fear, I go tell you make you go verify. He say go and verify, you don talk am, but until now we are still on. Nobody has been able to come out. And so those are the kind of things that we should look at for. Nigeria is a nation where we have allowed the people who have stolen our collective wealth to continue to perpetuate themselves in office. And that's not acceptable. And like what you're doing now, you're spending your money, you're doing so much. It's not about recognition, it's about working for the nation. And I heard when the MC said something like, oh, hope Peter Obi is going to recognize you and all of that. But you're building a great nation. You're building a Nigeria that works for all.
Yes, sir.
You're building a Nigeria where the child of nobody can become somebody without knowing anybody. What more can be more than that? One of the things that I always say to people is, for example, you have a woman who sells ice fish. She has struggled all her life. She has been selling either ice fish or ugu. Sent her children to university. They've left university, but they don't have jobs. And she's being told that she has to go and meet one senator, one whatever, for them to give her a note or her child a note. That's unfair in a country that belongs to all of us. And so what you have with a person like Peter Obi's, government is one where everybody has an equal chance. Where we have a nation that we are all building. Where we have the Nigeria. That's very important. So every one of us, it's not as if we have a country where we are poor. We are not poor. We are not a poor nation. We're a very rich nation. We're a worthy nation. The problem is that we have had poor leadership. We've had people with small minds. who do not even think about how can they even make it good for everyone so that they too will enjoy. In the last few weeks, I've gone through airports, I've gone through protocol lounges, I've gone through VIP lounges, I've gone through, you know, but you enter inside and you go to the toilet and the toilet isn't working well. I'm like, what kind of punishment is this? Even the one that you people are gathering for yourselves, you are not even maintaining it very well for your own self. I mean, people buy luxury cars. They have a lot of this, you know, exotic things. But guess what? You are coming to a nation where you don't have roads, where you have to learn, you have to put in your mind all the potholes from your house to your office. You must cram them. I mean, my husband is literally every day will say to me, but you passed this road yesterday, now don't you know there's a pothole? I'm like, I no go cram pothole. My mates they cram better to me na pothole now go they cram from my house to office. Say this one there, yeah, that one there, yeah. No. You see, for some people, when they come out for money and they drive, you know, say they don't cram that thing, they go drive, go here, they go drive enter here. When they go off, they feel proud, say, hey, man, they don't dodge all the pothole. Now that will be the achievement. Where we go to achieve? We need to do better than that. But you see, we have a country where people have stolen, they've not learned to build for the common good, and even they themselves have deprived themselves. No good roads, we don't have good healthcare system, we don't have good educational institutions, and every one of us is suffering. During COVID-19, something happened. The rich also started dying. Why did the rich started dying? Because they couldn't fly out.
Yes, sir.
There was a lockdown. You know this one, prophets was that it was in time. You know what the people they are trying to go. COVID-19 got me to back. No flying. Everybody stay there. Because they see the people back on the day. So not be saying that they get special. Not be special prayer they get. Not be saying they close to God back on. Yes, they go where people where use the prayer where God give them. They use hospitals and they take care of the stuff. So Jamal, that's why no people don't come and answer to that about the student. Now I'm going to idan mutane suna gani kamar cewa ya ne za su dan uwansu ne kawai za su yi abin nan dan fi za su jefa ƙuri'a ko dan PDP ko dan menene mun ga muku me zai faru abin da zai faru gaba ɗaya in wahala ta zo kowa zai shata gashi nan muna cikin shanta mutane da suke shekara 7 da wani abu ko kula mu ba su yi ba suna ta abubuwan da suke so suna abin da ransu yake so ba su damu da mu ba amma gashi yanzu wahalan da ake yi wai suna cewa yanzu ai gwamnati ce take son ta bata musu a samun wannan abin da kuri'an da za a jefa ba ka su samu amma meanwhile the same wahala muna ta fama da shi ba su ci komai ba. Na ɗaya mutum mai riƙon amana, mutum mai adalci, mutum da yake yana da tausayin talakawa shi zamu nema kuma Obi yana nan da kuma ga abubuwan da yi ko da lokacin da yake gwamna na Anambra mutum ne da baya son facaka da kuɗi. Cost of governance is very much, you know, on it and very much on the fact that dole ka mu yi abin da ya dace kuma abin da ya dace mu zaɓi wayanda za su mana aiki. I think I'll pause here a bit to say to people, yeah, we can have a question and answer session. If you have a question that you want me to directly answer, I will do so.
Yes, just raise up your hand.
And then let's see how it goes.
Just 2 questions. 2 questions. All right, he had a question. Allah kai magana, in baka jin turanci kai da Hausa. Kai da sauri.
Mu yanzu abin da muke so a mana a sauke mana APC ba ma yi kawai a sauke mana shi, a sauke mana APC.
Ai wannan ba tambaya bace ai. Wa a sauke masa APC. To yanzu ajiya to zaki tambaya zaki
bari ansa. Ka san abin nan ko? Ka saurare ni ka ji baba. Ka san yadda muke ciki yanzu ko? Jama'a su ne suke da ƙarfi. Idan muna son mu sauke APC mu za mu yi haka din. Za mu rika junan mu magana ranar da za a yi zaɓe mu tafi can ba za mu zaɓe su ba. Mu ɗauki wanda ya muka san cewa zai mana aiki. Akwai abu da Peter Obi yake cewa a koyaushe. Ya ce yawanci za ka ga yara da ba sa makaranta ana kiransa out of school children. Yaran da yake kamata a ce suna makaranta ba sa makaranta iyayensu kila wasu sun kore su wasu an kai su almajiranci wadda suna dai abin nan. To abu ɗaya da yake faɗi ya ce yawanci yaran da aka gansu koyin kamar almajirai haka ba abin nan ko ya ce ai sun yi koyon Kur'ani kenan suna da ilimi zai same su a inda suke koyon Kur'ani kuma ya koya musu aikin hannu na ta nan mutum zai samu abin da yake yi wayanda kuma suka gama makaranta ba aiki idan muka samu ana abubuwa maimakon cin babakeren da ake yi a zo ana ayyuka ana sarrafa abubuwa za a samu aiki a inda when he says from consumption to
production,
from consumption to
production,
wato daga ci babakere a zo ana kera abubuwa to idan ana wannan me zai faru ayyuka za su bunƙasa za a samu aiki in wani ya buɗe wani kamfani haka yana wani abu kaga zai ɗauki ma'aikata za a samu ci gaba kowa na samun kuɗi ka kudin na dauki kuna dan samun kudin hannu me zai faru kuna samun abin kashewa kuna samun abin da ku tura iyayenku kuna samun abin da ku taimaka wasu to yawwa shine mama papa pikin za ku yi abin nan ko ba wanda yake bai isa zaɓe ba sai ku ga iyayenku ka ga abu ɗaya ko mu ko ni da nake dina ina da yara wani lokaci akwai abin da ban iya ba yara na ne suke koya min sai su ce mama gashi kuma za ku iya wayar musu da kai yara ko ƴaƴanmu suna iya wayar mana da kai kuma dole duk wanda ya fika ilimi za ka saurare shi za ku ɗauki abin da sai ku ga musu ga abin da ake ciki ga abubuwan da zai yi. So what's the next question? Yeah, you said you had a question.
Okay, no more question. Sorry. Okay, Chairman. I go ask all the questions.
No, but I think we can make it interactive. Okay. It doesn't have to be one person.
We are not in the head.
Except if
no, I go ask. Anybody who want to ask question, go ask. Wait, when I ask one, I go ask. The question where they bother me. Now, the question where when I keep quiet, to when I listen. You got one video where they circulate. Where they put machine. When they put machine, they show people how to vote inside that machine. They say no ballot paper again. Say now they go bring that machine. You go vote for that machine. And then me and my wife go to worry. Say how old woman go take know which one? If they scroll the machine, the picture say vote here. Maybe now another part they go show. So that is what they worry me. So I want to know whether na ballot paper we go use vote or whether the electronic machine where we go vote inside there. That's number one. Not be the people so I think the voting electronic ballot paper, that's what they call it. Then another one again where they worry me. They say people who register for PVC, they don't get that PVC. But as far as say your name don't dey inside INEC register, say you don't register. Whether you get PVC or not, say if you know the number of your VIN, if you tell them there say your number na this, they go your punch, give you paper, make you vote. Which one be the correct thing? That's why don't get PVC, but then they go vote. Those are the two questions. Thank you. Thank you very much. Aja, this is one question. Should we add another one? Then you answer them in capsule. And she's going to be speaking with Hausa. She says she don't understand English.
ya kamata kuma na yi mana rikon ga yayan kuma sun gama makaranta kuma muna shan wahala kuma biya su a karshe kuma za su zo na gida babu aiki kuma mun fita zabe kuma ai mana rikon cikawa gashi Najeriya yanzu ba gaskiya sai wahala mun da mun zama talakawa muna kuka da yanzu haka na a gidajen mu yadda muke yanzu ana da kuɗi abinci in ka je ka cire kuɗi ba za a baka kuɗi ba kuɗi to me yana kawo wannan rashin gaskiya ba ya da so mafi yawa wannan shekara ko kuma kankan na cikin ba ina sha na yin zabe ana gan gaskiya yanzu yaran suna na gida babu aiki suna na gida ana sani samun kina zabe kina zabe ana roƙon mutum akwai samun gaba gare su a tabbatar mu ba ya mu kuma da mu zama iyaye babu aiki a tabbatar mu ko da naira an ba mu samun nisa ya saura wanda suna gida sai
a taba mata da Allah a taba mata Bilas
bari fara da ansa bari let me answer this one then I'll close bari fara da ansa abin da tambayan da kika yi kika ce ana fitowa zaɓe amma aka yi zaɓe duka alkawarin da suka yi ba za su cika alkawari gaskiya ne ba Najeriya da muka samu kanmu kenan kin ga na ɗaya abu ɗaya da ke faruwa sai kiga 'yan siyasa suna kawo kuɗi idan mutane suka zo za su ba mutane 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 su ce su zai su zaɓe su kin ga wanda ya haka to kamar ya siya guri aka kenan kuma shi ma shi da shi a ganin shi ya siya ba lallai ne masa aiki ba a wani abin da muke samu kenan na ɗaya kenan na biyu kuma shi ne idan suka ɗauka daga mulki suka shiga wani suka ci zaɓe mutane ba su ba su kwabansu ba sa ce musu a ya za ka zauna kai kaga kana abin da kaga dama a kai abin da ya kamata wani lokaci ma masu gaya musu su yi abin da ya kamata sai su ana faɗa musu abubuwan da yake faruwa ya sani kika shi ta abin da ya so a neman fati da yana wani fati ne a yabo ya ga me ake yi wai biya ake yi ya ga wai biya mutane wai suna biya don a ba su wannan hali da yi wanda ake cewa wasu mutane wanda ya faru a diplomacy
delegate
ana siyan delegate na a zaɓe da ke shi da zai yi wannan shi zai fito zai samu mutane shi yasa ake zaɓi don da yi ba ma ba da ko sisi yadda ba a bayar abu da yake so mutane da su ko su zaɓe shi sai shi kuma ya mutu kin ga yawancin mutane da suka biya kuɗi aka zaɓe idan suka shiga kuɗi da cikin kuɗin ki ne ba ke biya cikin kuɗin ku ne za su yi ba su biya idan suka shiga duka kuɗin da za su bada kwasa kuma ya ba za su yi aiki ba amma kin ga mutum da yake kamar Peter Obi da yake ya san daga Allah sai jama'ar Najeriya ba kuɗi ya bada ba an zaɓe shi ne bai sai in ya shiga dole sai mutane aiki kuma ya riga ya nuna ko da yake gwamna ya yi aikin nan ya yi wa mutane aiki saboda haka abin da za mu duba wanda ya cancanta ba wai mutane za su ji tsoro su ce a za su zaɓi wani fati guda biyu ba a wannan fati da yake ci ko kuwa ɗaya a ba haka bane ba mutane za mu duba wane ne zai mana aiki idan muka zaɓi wanda zai bai mana aiki duk ɗan ya shiga ciki zai mana aiki amma idan muka je muka zaɓi mun san mutum ba zai mana aiki ba ga mutum ba shi da lafiya ga mutum ya tsufa ga mutum da kyan da bakin kasa yake tafiya sannan mu je mu zaɓe shi mai zai faru in ya shiga ciki ba zai aiki kuma za a samu wannan wahala ƙasar da muke da shi muna da arziki da yawa amma ba ma zaɓen mutanen da za su yi mana tattalin arzikin ƙasa matsalar da muke samu kenan saboda haka ya kamata mu zaɓi mutanen da za su mana tattalin arzikin ƙasa sannan su yi aiki mu kuma da muka sa su suka ba mutum aiki an aiki ci da baya ya da shi abin da ya gada ba mu kuma da muka zaɓe su sai mu sa musu ido muna kallon su muna bin su kan sau da ƙafa duk abin da suka yi ba su yi daidai ko ba su yi daidai ba inda suka yi daidai sai mu taka musu dan muka ga dama tafa ba lalle ba ne mu tafa musu dan muna bin su su yi mana aiki inda kuma ba su yi daidai ba sai mu kwaɗe su mu ce kai wannan ga abin da ya kamata yi shi ne saboda haka wannan lokacin ni ina ga miki idan ba ki fito zaɓe ba wayanda suke fatin da suke gwamnati wato kamar su kita ba ba kina son APC su kuma shigowa ya kamata ki fito ranar da ke da mutanen ki da kawayen ki da da kika naki ki fito ki ce musu aje a ce ku je kokari a ga mutum da ake kira da abin da bita obi sai yi Labour Party ga sauran su ne cikin gime suna son su ma su a sa musu Labour Party din na baba ki ba da idan muka sa musu ba muka zaɓe shi ba sai mu mishi musa shi dole ya aiki da ya kamata ya yi mana abin da muke so ke na gode. Akwai babban abin da ta ce a kai kukan mu abin da nake son ka miki abin nan albishir a kai shi ne shi Peter Obi yana son wanda yake sa a kawo kukan jama'a a koyaushe shi yasa ni nake tare da shi idan ki sani ni bana wasa da wani kana cikin gwamnati shi abin da yake so a koyaushe zai ci a gaya mishi ne mutane suke ciki yana son ya ji Peter Obi is somebody who allows criticism, he wants it, he sits for it. And I don't know whether any of you watched his interview at what's it called now? The family. Did any of you watch that? There was a place where he said when we were checking the comments and they kept giving good comments and he said, I want to get the back. And he said, you know, was like, oh, I want because you learn more from the Bible, and that's why I want Aisha Yesufu. She always tells me the Bible. So he's somebody who likes criticism. He's always asking, he's not into that psychosis. He always wants to know what is not working so that he can use it. So that's the assurance I give him. Who makes him alive? You know, I can't go, you know, I can't, but now you can go. It's something who makes da mata za a kula da su sosai a wannan a gwamnatin Allah ya. Then coming back to your question, I think you asked 2 questions.
The third one is which of the fingers
okay, so let me go back and start with the first one. The first one was on what again?
The first one is
okay, video I've got it. Okay, so I think that video came out some years ago. It was actually in Kaduna State. They were trying to, you know, INEC conduct the national election and also Abuja election. But every state also has its own electoral body. So the Kaduna State government did try out electronic voting. So that has nothing, that's not, it's not in the 2022 Electoral Act. We can't have electronic voting, there's no electronic voting. So we're going to use the ballot paper. It is not machine that we are using, it's the ballot paper. The only thing that was allowed, which INEC has been given discretion to use, is the electronic transmission of results. So that as soon as the results are done, every one of us, we are sitting there, we see the results, we see what, and then we see the exact figures, they upload it straight to the central this thing so that it's there, you're seeing it in real time. You know, before what used to happen, by the time the polling unit, when they start going to the collation center, the result because they change. The result going to change. You don't see that like this, they go see professor of maths no finish figures again. You go the after you know, you go say make them bring torchlights, make them bring light and say no VC because in mind you know say no be waiting there, they cut time, my sister you get time. So on that one, it's still, we are going to use the ballot paper. You're going to do get the ballot paper where you print. And then the next question you asked about, there was a question, the second one. Oh yeah, yes. Okay, yeah. So on the issue of registration, this thing is that you must come with your PVC. You must use your card. You must come with your card, and that's why we are saying people should go and collect their PVC. So there's nothing like, I know there were some people who went to court. What they wanted to do was to say that since there's a BVAS, the one that verifies the bimodal verification, what do they call it? System. No, bimodal verification accreditation system. Yeah, that's the BVAS. That okay, so let people just, if you've registered, let them just come and bring their names, and then there's something we capture. But that didn't go through. The courts haven't allowed that. So you will need to come with your PVC, and then you'll be verified on that day. And what they do with the BVAS is that There are two ways of verifying. One, they will use your thumbprint, your fingerprint to verify you. And if that doesn't work, they will use your face, facial recognition. You know what we had before with the card reader was that you could use your thumbprint. If it doesn't work, they use incident form. But what we have right now, the law, they say there's nothing like incident form.
Yes, sir.
That incident form is no longer allowed. That's why the rigging. So you don't know, people just come, they say, so that one is no longer allowed. And then what the law says, and which they used during the Abuja, when we did our voting here in Abuja, if your fingerprint is not recognized, if your face is not recognized, I'm sorry, you can't vote. And that's that. I know there was a time that I think it was the Minister of State FCT that was insisting. So there was this thing that happened. The Minister of State was saying that no, they should not allow people to sort of like they should allow people to just use the incidence form, and they said no. So if those things are not there, you can't do any of those voting. So that's very important. And one of the things we must understand is that the Electoral Act has really helped us in terms of ensuring the rigging that they are used to, they can't do it anymore. And so that Electoral Act is an amazing document.
Yes, sir.
The Electoral Act is an amazing, yes, please. Sorry, let me take it.
All right. We see the ginger for Labour Party. Labour Party. Mama, Papa, Piki. Labour Party. Labour Party.
The next thing also is the fact that what finger are we going to use on that day? You see, okay, I have big hands, so I will be able to use myself. You see, our thumb print, I think, is the biggest of all our fingers. The thumb, this thing. Our thumb is the biggest. And then one of the smallest is this one. This first one, it's easy. This one is quite small, but it's not, you normally can't manipulate it as much, so it's more difficult. So this one is the one that is a lot easier. And so normally I have I kept it in my bag. I just came out. I have the sample, this thing that you. So you use this one and you just put it on top of where, ensure that it doesn't cross the line. The moment it crosses the line, it's invalid. Yes. So when you do that, also they say, don't fold your paper. Fold it this way. Because when you fold, if you just put it, you know it's an ink. It's a bit fresh, it's touching both sides. If you just immediately put it, you fold it, it's going to touch another side. So the best thing is for you to fold it this way, so that it's still, even if it's going to touch anything, it's going to touch the Mama Papa Pikin. So you go just kiss Mama Papa Pikin, instead of maybe go touch another party where they will say your vote is no good. So when you do it in that way, it's sort of like being folded, and then you just sort of drop it in. And I think another thing also would be, just wait a little bit longer. If you put it in a little bit, just allow it dry off so it's not still wet. And you see, I'm going to tell you something. I don't know if you know what that's for. I know the best thing here is the for my head. So the day. Okay, yes. Okay, this one is a bit big. I don't know why I didn't come with that stuff, but I actually have this thing. Yeah, the ballot paper. Okay, but this is okay. Something that it's a bit smaller. But let me just go ahead with the other this thing I wanted to do. You see, this 7 years, sister. Please, you hear me? We don't suffer. So 25th of February now our day. That year. Okay. I don't know whether I'm going to see.
Now they see that one when she hold.
Yeah, just put that small one. Yeah. Just put her. They don't let her touch the line when they are cold or anywhere. Just put her for that small place. Are we folding like this? No, we are folding it like this. Okay, let me.
We dey fold make you touch mama papa pikin.
Make you no fold that. Make you fold that like. The mama papa pikin go dey one side like this. The when you go put your hand go dey this side. So if you fold that like this, you go touch the mama papa pikin. Even if e stain, na the mama papa pikin go stain. But you see, if you go put her like this, one fold her like this, if you go enter another party, and the moment wey be say the ink enter another party, they no count her. When they count her, they go say invalid. The vote wey you look for na you come dey throw away and vote make they call her invalid. Wetin be that? If I hear that place I see person, I vote wey you suppose win. If I go red too. But you see that thing wey they wan explain to na make na wait, make na wait. You know na. You know when we say we don suffer, we don suffer for these 7 years. On election day, that day now, we go turn out to like say we dey go party, we go dress. No just come out anyhow.
We go ginger.
We go ginger before. Who dey preach? Who dey susu?
Who dey banana? Who dey speak?
You go out there, you go dress like you go bath, you go get better cloth, put your, don't come out anyhow, put your clothes. You just say that day now you be oga, their father.
They no fit.
People wey be say they look you down, they know they fear face. That day they go fear your face.
Yes,
Even the way they waka, you go change. You know they pose, they come. You can't see now.
You go dey pose, you go dey think, you go dey pose. You go dey walk, you go dey pose. You go dey think, you go dey pose. You go dey walk, they go party, now our party.
You know say that song cost plenty wahala, no be small.
Yes, sir.
You go dey waka Africa, people think I dey fight for neighbor. But you see that tear, you go have to call, you go have to put, because everybody look you, all dey smile. Yes, you know say that tear, now you own Nigeria. Now you got time. Why you can't say nobody. Make the money back, you don't stop for 7 years. Just take time, they'll give you the paper like this, you don't suppose to come. They say, oh my God. Not even they see finish anyhow. Now this paper wey I get, so now I go take next person president. Amen. You people drop as small, just say, hey, mommy, you. You go just start, you go tell you say the ink dey. And that day you go post. Oh yeah. You know say na package, you say na package. How dem go package? Oh yeah. Go look down, brother, you are. Go look down to see your family. Don't show me. Go look down, mama, papa, because see correct people. See the mama sense. See the papa sense. We do woman sense. Your man just carry, go to touch am. You don't say today, you can't be big people that just look to him, say if na you just talk am. Small, you don't took your hand down. You know that time for women, you know that time when your husband dey toast you as you dey do shakara. And then for the guys, you remember that day when madam say yes, as you dey do it. This one like this, you just touch am, say, hey, na you be good. Just touch am, just do the place. Mama, papa, pikin, I see you. I dey give you. Don't press on now. That's what I
today I get my card.
Congrats.
You see, this card. Now go do for Obi, this card. Now today I get her.
Congrats. Nigeria is going to be a better
Any other party is a follow up. Any other party is a Meggy Mago. All right, the last question but not the least.
Okay.
LP.
Papa Pikin.
LP. LP. The bone is already rise again. I'm the one physical, very well known people. He's the guy who did very well in Anambra State. What is my question there is that we are not talking about the liver because the assurance is already here. My question is, when Aisha is talking about dressing, how to print the finger, I can remember when I wear my chieftaincy. It's not a ground like this. I do my campaign, I do everything for PMOD in the zero. So I thank God. I don't even know that you say about it now, because that very day anybody see me, you will be surprised. So the question I say is that, Aisha, I was very happy to see you in present here. So I love what I see. I love what I see. I believe in physical. I don't believe tomorrow, next tomorrow. That's why I'm here. I don't see this flag, I'm here. But what I love, I see this guy, I see this man, I'm happy. I will be back in LP again.
Thank you so much.
Excuse me, sorry. Please, I will want to beg you people. Everybody here in Labour Party, everybody is somebody. Forget about your your rank. And just go straight up to the question. Please, this is going to be our last question, please. Labour Party, I want to thank God for the presence of our mommy Aisha in our presence today. I come across Labour Party on social media, and I don't watch me in my house. All I watch is all the party movement. So I believe in the movement of Labour Party because I always see her on social media, and they always say that Labour Party don't have structure. That is where my question is coming from. I will ask you one question, then the rest of the question I'm asking to the congregation. It's a general question. Mama, I want to ask, when we finish with us the meaning of structure, then the rest of the question, my brothers and sisters, how many vote ministers they vote? How many vote ministers they vote? How many vote senators they vote? How many vote governors they vote? How many vote senators they vote? Chairman, senators, councillor, all of them. The security. Labour Party has win. So I want the question to be answered. All right. Please, we are still on the section. Stop taking selfish. Yeah.
Labour Party, Mama, Papa, Pikin. I'm happy to be here. I think that's my question. Let me go straight to the question. And I really appreciate our auntie. Yes, he's been trying for this nation, for all of us. But this is the time
you'll be rewarded. You will all be rewarded. Question, please. I would like it to get to our president. The question is, what plan does he have for the women in terms of empowerment? We have so many graduates for years, master's degree.
All right, please, I will really have to cut you people here. Please, excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Just go up straight to the question. I'll hold the microphone.
My question is, as I was coming back this evening, I was campaigning inside the keke that I entered. So they told me that P2B has strong hand, that he will not eat, he will not give anybody to eat. And I said, if he didn't eat and he didn't give you to eat, and you have good education sector, health sector, infrastructure, this and that, I know, is it not better than giving one person billions and I and you are hungry? You are buying rice 50,000 in the market.
You have done a nice job by sensitizing that person. It's okay, please. Sorry, it's okay. Everybody is doing a nice job. She is doing a nice job. So please, Ajia will just go up straight to answer those questions, please.
Okay. Yeah. So what? Okay, morning. I'll get. Okay, you get the question. I'll get the summarized thing from you. Okay. So you want me to summarize? So okay. So yeah. Okay. I'll do. Okay. So we're rounding. I'm rounding up right now. That's it. And I'm again. And actually, I'm the za Aisha day. Enwa da Allah kujini kusarare ni enwa na. Sister kusaurare ni. Na ce nan da za a yi zaɓe ba za mu yi garaje ba, za mu je da ɗan gayunmu, za mu yi abin da mu yi wanka mu shafa, mu yi kwalliyar mu fito, zaɓen da a hankali za mu yi shi a cikin nutsuwa. Za mu ɗan sa hannu na da ki ɗan yi gayen ki ɗan yi tafiya ki yadda kamar amarya kike ko irin tafiyan ango ɗin. Yawwa ga sista na yawwa you see haka take wallahi. Kaɗan yi tafiya ɗan kaɗan na kaɗan yi tafiya a hankali kaɗan dangwala kake wani danna kanki danna ba danne za a yi ba dangwale za a yi sai ki ɗan dangwala kina ɗan dangwala ɗin nan sai ki haɗa fefar ki ɗaya da za ki haɗa shi ɗaya ba wai ki juya haka na sannan ki sa a hankali ba garaje ba wani gudu. Then the question that was asked on the issue of women and what does Peter Obi have for women? I think he has a lot for women. The first thing is the issue of inclusion, where he is. You know what we have in Nigeria. And let me tell you something. I have said to Peter Obi that for me, by the time he gets into office, by the grace of God, and we don't have 50% women, as far as I'm concerned, that's a failure on my own part. I would have failed because that's what we need. It's good representation, and it's not going to do tokenism, because what we've had with a lot of people is that with a lot of government that they do tokenism, they find one woman here and there and just give up. Maybe that it's not, maybe she's somebody's wife or so. We don't want that. Women are capable. We are not asking for special. We're just saying let's have equal playing field. And you can see it in Peter Obi when he was governor. His chief of staff was a woman. Minister of Finance, commissioner of finance was a woman. Commissioner of education, his council. You know, we had a whole lot of women in top ranking position. Exactly, yes, his deputy governor also was a woman, and she turned out to be the first to even be governor when he was impeached initially. So he's someone who has always been there for women, and he always said that his government is going to be mainly women and youth, because we need them to be able to. So I can give you that assurance on his behalf to say, I know something, if you enter up here, you do anyhow. He goes here. We know they fear anybody.
Yes, sir.
If you do idea, I go see us. So that's one. Then the issue of a structure. Somebody asked me, what is structure? It depends on who you are asking. For some people, when they talk about structure, they're talking about the criminality they've put in place. The fact that they are able to use state resources and state security agencies to manipulate election. That for them is the structure. It's the money that they have stolen from the people that they're going to keep, and they use it to buy election. That's for them for structure. But if you ask us, those who are supporters of Peter Obi and also members of Labour Party and supporters of Labour Party, and you say who are the structure, they will tell you the people are the structure. You are the structure.
Yes.
I can tell you for a fact that Peter Obi doesn't even know this is happening.
Yes.
He didn't put his one cover here.
Yes.
He didn't call anybody.
Yes.
He didn't phone you to come here. But you see, the structures are the ones who have made it.
Yes, sir.
When they say, who are the structures? We are the structure. You are the structure. Every one of us is the structure. And I think I've answered the last. Is that the last?
Yes.
Huh? Okay, yeah, on the issue of stinginess, you see one thing, Peter Obi has said that, and I'm going to quote him directly. He said public funds must be used for public good.
Yes, sir.
Public funds must be used for public good.
Yes.
The people who are talking about stinginess is that they want to carry public money and share it amongst themselves, for their wives, for their children. You go see person wey be say be 20-something years, you no get job, but you go get billions for account. That's not what Peter Obi is all for. His own is a public money. They will use it to build roads. They will use it to build hospitals. They will use it to create jobs. They will use it to empower the nation.
Yes, sir.
And also to secure us. So that's the thing. So when people tell you about stinginess, yes, when you don't steal, when he doesn't steal, he didn't take a couple, he didn't collect, up till now he's not collecting pension, where his contemporaries have collected billions of naira in terms of pension, where they have carried the whole state and put it in their pocket. It has turned to family affair. That is not what Peter Obi does. And if that's what they call stingy, I would like to be stingy.
Yes.
So you will have to Hold on. Before we do that one, so the last thing I'm going to talk about, because somebody is asking whether we met with the traditional rulers here. We're not here. I'm not here for campaign. I was invited to come here. Citizens have just come to this, like a town hall meeting where citizens are coming together. And so it's not the campaign. If we are coming for campaign, that's what we would have come to say. We'll go and meet them to say we are coming for campaign. But you know the beauty about what has just happened here is that the Nigerian citizens have decided that they're going to take ownership of their country. Yes. Let's realize that this country belongs to all of us. No Nigerian is more Nigerian than any Nigerian. Yes. We will no longer sit back for some people to turn us to slaves, turn our children to slaves. God forbid. We are citizens of Nigeria. Yes, we are ready to take our country back, and everyone is in that. And I say to every one of you, thank you. Thank you.
Let's go. If not become a woman, and you know say some people dey say woman dey inferior. Na the only problem wey we take dey consider because say if they say na this woman, so we no even know say another one wey born na point wey dey like am. Then when Peter Obi come, they say yes, this is the man. Then two of them come join hands together, say they wan move Nigeria forward. All the youth say na here we go die. Na two of us. Nigeria and women say na Labour Party we need women and Peter Obi. Na today we don see am face to face. As you say you no see Peter Obi. As you say you no see Peter Obi. Peter Obi everything we do here he go tell Peter Obi. And as you talk a new Nigeria is coming. Peter Obi and Abuja
Okay, thank you.